By the time I'd have finished telling you this, my fingernails may have already dug an extra line into my palm. My fists would be hidden behind my back and no one would see them tremble. My fingertips would tingle with the need to find something else to do. Anything. Stretch, curl, wriggle, pretend this table is my piano, pretend anything. Play around with anything as long as it's not my hair. Because the moment they go there, I know there will be more hair on the floor than there will be on my head. If you looked closely enough, you would find something too small to call a strand. It used to rest on my eyelids. Not every strand ends up on the ground. The ones that I pluck out from the roots meet the most disgraceful end. They're never left alone. Always dragged across the never-ending bumpy road that is my skin like corpses that no one ever thought deserved respect. As a child, I used to make them race past the raised hair on my arms, and against the heat of my skin, they felt cool, moist, like balm. Every follicle felt like silk. I would trap them between the pages of a favorite book and call them bookmarks. Hours later, I would cry, force myself to lock eyes with the girl in my mirror, drag my gaze away from her face to her hairline, comb out everything I had left, comb it until it shone, bunch it all together until it covered the parts that had nothing but skin left, and tell myself, be positive, Anu. Always be positive, even on the days when there were more bald spots than hair. I would press the sharpest pins I had against my scalp so they would stay in place, but there were days when even the pins wouldn't work. On those days, I would lie. This is hair fall, stress-induced. I am a type A personality. This is nothing. You see, being a psychology student meant that sometimes you could get away with talking about things you knew very little about, only because the person sitting next to you knew so much less. That never stopped them though. They would laugh. Ha! You're 16. What would you know about real stress? Meanwhile, in the privacy of my bedroom, a strand would vibrate between my thumb and forefinger and fall to the ground. Freddie Mercury would keep me company on my radio, crooning, I'm going slightly mad. I thought I was the only one. My mother thought so too. She would raise her fingers against my scalp, hoping against hope that I would hate the invasion enough to stop. She would consider everything. She was desperate enough. She would consider everything but getting help. Therapy is for mad people, she said. At age 17, I saw the picture of a woman whose sandy blonde hair looked just like mine. There was only so little of it left. The words right next to her were written in bold black letters spanning across 2 pages. Trichotillomania. I cried that day, held that magazine to my chest like the gift that it was, because finally, what I had now had a name. By the time I'd have finished telling you this, I may have had a bad day or a great one. Some days the only thing that matters is that for the past 5 weeks, my predator fingers have not hunted my scalp for the most vulnerable strand. There are days when this admission brings me pride. There are days when it makes me fear my next relapse. By the time I'd have finished telling you this, I will remember the woman who gave my condition a name. I do not remember hers, but her face is the face of my guardian angel. By the time I'd have finished telling you this, I will want to be that face to someone else.